Hi guys! So today I wanted to do some high-end dupes. I was just going through my kit and I found a lot of products that I seen that I like just as much as my high-end products. So I figured why not just do a video and let you guys know before you guys go out and spend your money when you can just save a little bit of money, go to the drugstore and get the same exact type of product. Alright, so let's just jump into it. So first, let's talk about foundation. So, my HD foundation, you guys all know, is my Lancome Tint Adult foundation. I love this, you guys. I have a review on it. I've talked about it in my favorites. I love this. But recently, I have found that my L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation is damn near the same as my Lancome foundation. What's the odds of that? So, the other day, I put on my Lancome, took some pictures, walked around, blah, 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 you know, did the whole nine. The next day, I used my L'Oreal foundation. I took some pictures, and I noticed that the L'Oreal looked exactly like the Lancome. It gave me the same exact coverage, it blurred out my imperfections, and it lasted up until, like, what, 11 hours when I had it on? So, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Don't tell me this is a dupe. So I'm telling you guys, this is the same as the Lancome. Exactly the same. It gives you the same coverage. It blurs out your imperfections. And it lasts just as long as the Lancome. So if I had to pick between Lancome or L'Oreal, I'm going to say the L'Oreal. I'm sorry. I'm going to say the L'Oreal because why pay $40 when I could only pay $13 and get the same exact coverage, get the same longevity, and look just as great? Y'all tell me. Don't y'all want to save money? Okay then. Alright, so next I want to talk about concealers. And a dupe that I found for my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is my LA Girl Pro Concealer. And the LA Girl Pro Concealer, I believe, is $3, while the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is $16. Now, these do the exact same thing. LA Girl is a little bit more pigmented than the MAC, but the MAC is a little bit more creamier. So they both have their payoffs, but you get the exact same coverage, the exact same longevity as the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. So would you rather pay $3? Would you rather pay $16? Come on, if you're on a budget, I would definitely say go out and pick up the LA Girl Pro Matte Concealer. And this color is in the color Toffee. And in MAC, I am at NC 45. Now, if I had to choose, I'm going to say I would have to pick my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer only because it is a little bit more creamier. And I like that. But as you can see, I am completely out of this, and I have been using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I haven't went to go buy another one of these yet. So that kind of tells you something. So like I said before, if you're on a budget, definitely go out and pick up that LA Girl Pro Concealer before you splurge on the MAC. Now let's talk about setting sprays. So I have my high-end setting spray, which is my Urban Decay All-Nighter Long-Lasting Setting Spray. Then I have my NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So, these do the exact same thing, but this goes for, I believe, $30, and this goes for $7. Come on. Now, I have noticed this does keep you a little bit more matte longer than the NYX, but as far as keeping your foundation on all day, they pretty much do the same exact thing. I haven't noticed any difference when using these. I will say with this one though, the NYX, I think it has a little bit of alcohol in it. So if you don't like alcohol in your products or you have like a reaction to alcohol, I wouldn't say pick this up. That's the only con I would say with this one. But it is only $7, so it's like, come on. You know, that's the only really con you can get with it. This one, I can't find any cons with this one. This one keeps my makeup matte all day. It lasts all day. It looks marvelous all day. Your makeup is not going anywhere. But you also get the same with this as well. Your makeup is not going anywhere once you set your face with this. But it does have a little bit of alcohol in it, which I kind of really don't like. But if I had to choose, I'm going to say I would go with the NYX. It does the exact same thing as the Urban Decay, but it's way cheaper. This one, like I said, is $7.99. So if you guys are on a budget, once again, pick up the NYX Matte Finish Longwear Setting Spray. Couldn't say that all out, but it's okay. So next I want to talk about is beauty blenders. Now I know you guys have seen these two beauty blenders everywhere, and you're wondering what the hell is the difference between a beauty blender? What is the difference? Now, this is a drugstore beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques beauty blender, which retails for $5.99. This is the original beauty blender, the first one that they ever made. Then these other dupes came out like this one. So this is the original beauty blender. I'm sorry that they're dirty, but I just used them. This is the original. You can get this at Sephora. You can order it offline. I don't know if you could get this at Ulta, but I know you can get it at Sephora. This you can get at Ulta, CVS, Walgreens. You can get this one pretty much anywhere. Now, as far as texture, they feel exactly the same. Exactly the same. As far as makeup application, they apply the same. Now, I have noticed when I do put my foundation on, they apply the same, but I feel throughout the day, my face gets a little bit more oily when I use the Real Techniques one. My skin gets more oily with this. I can't explain why, but it just does. So I do notice a difference when I use these. With this one, I haven't noticed anything wrong with this one, anything bad. I don't have any cons with this, but they feel the same. They apply makeup the exact same. They don't look the same. This one has a little curve right here. This one has like a tip, so when you do your under eye concealer, you could do that right there. This one has the same thing. You could do your under eyes right here, but your foundation, I guess you're supposed to do it like this, pat it on. This one is more rounded, so you're supposed to go like that. So they apply makeup the exact same. Me personally, if I had to choose, I will choose the beauty blender. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. But there's nothing that could really compare to this. I will say the Real Techniques is the closest dupe that I found like the beauty blender. But to me, there's nothing just like the beauty blender. It's just not. So I personally prefer the original beauty blender. Like, I love this, and I use this every day, all day. So I love this. Alright, so last product I want to talk about is blush. And my HG blush would have to be the MAC Raisin Blush. I love this blush. I think MAC makes the best freaking blushes. Their blushes are pigmented. They last all day. I love MAC blushes. But recently I have found another blush that I like, which is the e.l.f. blush palette. These colors right here are so pigmented. I have not found another drugstore blush that is so pigmented like this e.l.f. palette right here. Like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all thinking about going out and buying y'all a MAC blush, pick up this e.l.f. palette, which is only $3, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. They have this one in dark, and then they have another one in light. So if I had to choose between the MAC blushes and the e.l.f. blush palette, I'm going with the e.l.f. blush palette because this is pigmented and it's only $3. You cannot beat this price, and you get these highly pigmented blushes. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to have to go with this one. Okay, so I think I covered all my dupes for right now. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up and please subscribe. Until next time, guys.